talking. Oh, man.
Talking big noise.
All right, I'm gonna lob this out here to the first one of y'all that wanna catch it. The beginning of y'all's athletic career, all right? From the youngest age you can remember, what sport did you start playing and what age did you get going? I know for me, I started playing, it was karate first. You know what I mean? Then it was flag football. When I really wanted to get down through there, mom's was, oh, hey, listen, we gonna set up the fence. But I got some hardware to show for it too.
Got that black belt?
Blue with the red stripe.
We count that as a sport.
We count that as a sport. Listen, hey, be respectful now. You go down the street and ask that question, boy, they have some things for you.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I did that was the first thing I started doing, but I wasn't gonna count that. I was gonna say baseball. I did baseball too.
I cannot see it. I need to hear that. I need to tell you. First of all, how old were you during the karate chapter?
That was probably like from 7 to like 10. I didn't do it that long. I didn't get that far in it.
I feel that.
Got kicked in my head one time. It was Taekwondo. I even had the little head pad. I got kicked and was like, it started crying and everything. And I was like, I was like, no, I won't do it no more.
I feel your pain though. The first concussion I ever got. We sparring in practice. It's by where you stay, where your mom stayed with Ziegler. Back when they had the gym, rubber floors. It's tricky, man. We out there, we sparring. I ain't got no headgear on, and I'm sparring with this girl a couple years older than me. You know, when you're young, the girls they take off in height a little sooner. Man, she put a roundhouse upside my head, similar to what happened to you. Boy, I went down, my head dribbled off the ground. Bam. Boy, and I remember this lady, she just wouldn't let me fall asleep because I was sleeping in the mug, so she knew if I'd have went to sleep, it may have been the longer. So, and that was just, they had to wait for my mom and them to come and get me, man. I was like, had me messing my name up out here. You know what I mean? So it was karate for you?
It was Taekwondo.
My bad, let's say it right, Taekwondo.
Yeah, Taekwondo. It was that.
Okay. What about you, Trey? When you get started?
It was basketball for me at 3 years old, man.
3 years old?
We know same team.
Same team. We was the guys, man.
So hold on. That was your first time?
Was it Creed?
Yeah, he said he coached.
I think it was Creed.
Yeah.
He said he coached, but he coached you though, didn't he? Because I think your mom told me that they wouldn't let y'all play on the same team.
No, they wouldn't.
I'm mad. I'm crying. I'm mad.
I'm like, you taking pictures after the game? Like,
yeah.
He the only person I would ever say was really my best friend. We
Yeah.
together all the time. So
all the time.
Didn't let y'all rock.
Nah. Because they kept saying, you can't be on his team. I'm like, I want to be on Trey's team. And they just kept telling us no.
Wouldn't let it happen.
We was better than everybody.
That's right.
We was like,
God.
The
It was him, man.
but I'm telling you what's like on the real, like all laughs aside, what's wild to me is if y'all would have said that's the first time y'all ever picked up the rock, I'd be like, okay, that makes sense. But that's the first time y'all played organized. 3?
After a while, yo.
That's crazy.
The wristbands on, guarding. If I had a green wristband, I had to guard the other person on the team with the green wristband. Yeah.
I bet y'all blew that assignment all the way.
Run up. I didn't care for the wristbands. I'm just trying to get buckets. I'm not hurt.
Me, I'm having headbands on. I got all that on.
Had the mohawk on it.
I had a mohawk.
I think I might have been rocking Kobe's number at the time.
Oh yeah, 24?
I don't even remember what I had.
You always been a historian though. But hold up, I remember you told me one time. You correct me if I'm wrong. You was one of the only ones out there that was dribbling with one hand at a time, as opposed to picking up running with it.
My teammates back then used to make me mad. You know, like I have my moments where now I get mad at it. Back then,
it was different.
It was bad.
Your mom was like, man, he always had an attitude. He mad after the game, crying, won't talk. I said,
they told me I socked somebody because they kept fouling me.
Oh, in the game?
Yes.
Wow,
I was playing. And he kept fouling me and taking the ball, and I got mad.
Oh, were they not calling a foul?
Ref wasn't calling.
Oh, so that means he was just taking your rock then.
The ref, yeah. No. He was fouling.
Nah, let's be clear.
The refs ever since I was young, the refs always told me that they would not call fouls for me like they did for everybody else. They been that since back then.
Since Jay had.
So
that's crazy.
He kept fouling me. I'm getting mad. Two-piece. I'm mad. Ref didn't see it though. You know.
Sensitivity training.
I gotta wait one.
You gotta say that. Mr. Dirty Man. Hell up. But when did you get started? That's what I need to know, man.
Like 10.
Oh, so you was sort of late to the party, huh? Was it always just hoops?
Yeah.
Man, when did you start playing? When did you start playing football though? You had a short football stint, right?
Yeah, freshman year.
Playing that
Played 1 year.
that tackle or what you playing?
1 year. I was playing D and then offensive tackle.
So you only played that 1 year?
Yeah.
Wowzers. So that sounded to me like somebody must have leaned on you
Man,
to try to get you to do that.
All right, listen.
Take me through.
I was getting messed up. Like,
Oh, really?
You was getting messed up.
bad.
Smacked.
Yeah, I can tell. Bad.
I need to hear this.
But also like you know like you bud knees and all that.
Uh-huh.
I thought I wasn't gonna make it to the basketball season. I was like,
You had to make a business decision.
You got crunched for one time.
I was like, I can't get hurt before basketball season. That's the main sport.
That's the main sport.
You were walking injury.
You develop that injury prone trait.
Yeah. But who convinced you to go out there in the first place? Did you just decide, man, forget it, I'm gonna go? Or, cause you know, football coaches, much love to y'all, but football coaches everywhere, they some of the best recruiters on earth. They come on and play football, man. Come on,
Crazy. He ain't even ask me.
Nah. So you
I
just
had to
went.
go to him. Yeah.
Did you finish the season at least?
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay. You know, some of y'all's peers, boy, they'll get at halfway through. Nah, this ain't for me. Just jump right off the ship.
So
My mama don't accept it.
Is that right?
I am on the golf for that.
Well, good. You say yours don't either?
Nah, for sure.
Did you ever have a moment where you were in something? Let me clean that up. You were playing something, and then you. Oh no! Let me patch that up. But when you were playing a sport or competing or something, you're like, yo, I am not feeling this.
Basketball.
Oh, I need
Like
to know.
back when I was like very first started playing, I played with Trey back when I played with Meech Malik. I got absolutely no burn for like
I'm telling you,
good. I played for
KJ.
them for a good. I played with them since like before we was even Meech Malik. Like when
Right.
we had first assembled the team.
we
And
was
I-
called the Cardinals.
Yeah, the card. We had cards on our jersey.
00 or 0?
Just zero.
Okay.
We brought new people on the team and everything. It was over a course of like 3 or 4 years. I got no burn. In one game, I just got mad. I was like, Mom, I don't want to do it no more. Took my jersey out, left in the middle of the game. Mom was like, no, you're not gonna quit, but we just gonna stop playing with them. And I'm like, all right. Started playing with OK Ballers. Then I was still trash with them, but I got burned.
So what you saying about the team? Come on, man.
No, I was still trash with them, but I got burned. And then I started playing with Infinity, and that's when I really started like finding myself, like getting better.
You remember what age period that was? Like when you finally arrived as like, okay, I'm pretty good.
That was probably like 6th grade. Yeah, I started playing. I was Coach Reed. I was doing one-on-one like trainings with Coach Reed, and he was like, "Hey, come play with my team." And I'm like, "All right." I started playing with them, and then I really just started like getting better from there. He taught me how to do it between the legs. I couldn't do it before I went to him.
Let me tell you something. I felt like I was somebody once I finally got that down. You know what I mean?
I used
Because
to put the leg all the way.
I swear,
My
man.
God.
Foot be up. I was like, man, they don't look smooth. They ain't like Mike and them be doing on TV screen. You know what I'm saying? Once I finally got the rhythm, I was like, they ain't finna touch me now. Okay, so I'm telling you what's most interesting about that part is like, because we've all heard like super geeked up parents that would not stand for their son or their daughter being on the team, not getting no run. They'll raise all kind of hell. Like, how was your mom doing that whole process? Was she a soldier
Throughout
about
that
it?
whole process, she knew I wasn't that good. So it was kind of like she kind of just sat back and played the part. 'Cause I still have my cousin them on the team, so she cheered them on me. But then once I became the tallest person on the team, it was like now it's like that's a little embarrassing for my man. He had to pick up for me like he the tallest on the team, not getting no burn. He in the warm up smacking backboards. He smacking backboards on
In the
the
6th grade?
Yeah.
Getting up there, huh?
My first dunk was in the 7th grade. Well, no, before that, I was smacking backboard on layup. My first dunk was 6th grade, like just a regular little rim grade from Sean. Some regular little rim grades. It was 6th grade. It was very inconsistent, but I could get it. I could get it every once in a while.
It wasn't a while.
Then I started picking it up, like really start being able to get it.
So you say your first dunk was in 7th grade, but was it the first dunk that was in a game?
No, my first dunk in the game was like freshman year. I came late.
Sounds,
I got late to the party.
sounds a little more realistic, brother.
Yeah, I got real late to the party.
And back to you. You were dual residency, brother. You know what I'm saying? You were a Tulsa boy, right? Born and not quite raised, but born here. And then you moved to Chicago, right?
No, I moved to Miami. And then
Okay.
I'm from here. Started playing basketball. Then I moved to Florida.
What age?
West Palm Beach. I was like, I don't know. I don't even know.
Were you under 10?
Yeah.
Oh, 8. About 7, 8 years. What, 8, 9? Something like that?
Started playing with this team called Wellington Wolves.
Yeah.
I started playing against like Bronny, James, and them.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Juwan Howard's son and everything.
I didn't know this at all. Like I'm not even putting on right now.
Yeah, but I ain't got no family in Florida, so I moved to Chicago
Mm.
with all my other people.
Yeah.
Then COVID came, shut basketball down.
Yeah.
Came down here, started playing Tulsa Central Warriors.
You gonna say the whole title like it's the AAU team. But like, all right, outside of hoops though, that experience just living in Florida, you know, coming from Oklahoma, and I'm pretty sure y'all probably hear this too. A lot of people be saying, "Man, I can't wait to get out of Tulsa. I can't wait to get out of Oklahoma." But a lot of places that are like super, what we think are exotic places, you know. A lot of times it's the same in a lot of ways. And people that are from there, they'll end up here. And I'm like, yo, how you in Tulsa from Miami or from LA? Like, man, listen, we over it. So, but what was your experience like on the life tip living in West Palm Beach?
It was fun. It was just too much rain and
Yeah.
it was lizards. Like, it was just bad lizards.
I feel it. Oh, lizards or iguanas?
Both.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Backyard, in the house. I'm like, Ma,
You get scared?
flooding. I'm like, Ma, come on, we gotta go.
Scary, man. So y'all were down there it was you, your mom, and your little brother?
Mm-hmm.
Just three of y'all? Man. And so then we go to Chi-Town. What's that like, man? I got to go. I got for real?
Fun.
I've been there
I'll
one
go
time.
right back right now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'll go back right now.
All right. We'll get on the back.
Y'all
Yeah.
Y'all my guy.
Yeah. Well, was it ever difficult for you to move around?
Yeah, it was definitely difficult.
All right. Which one was the roughest? Would you say? From where to where?
Probably from Chicago to here.
Oh yeah.
Just last year or 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. But basketball, I'm like, I don't want to come, but I'm like, I want to play basketball, and then I know Geek here, KJ here. I'm just going here, going there.
So it was your choice.
Yeah, it was my choice.
Okay.
It was either no basketball in Chicago, or I had to wait a whole year. I wasn't gonna wait. Well, it was here and then play now. So I can't ever my pops.
Made a business decision, huh?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Had to.
now listen, I happen to know. I haven't met your mother, but I know all three of y'all's moms, and especially y'all's moms. Man, they love the hell out of y'all. So did she let you come back willingly, or did she try to tug on you to?
She like,
keep it
you
a buck.
my son. I don't want you to go down with your dad. I'm like, Mom, I'm cool. I'm 16. I was 16. Yeah, 16.
Yeah.
I got things on my own.
Oh, do you? Okay. 16.
She still call my phone to this day, be like, come home.
That's what's up, man.
Like, it's to the point like she threatened me. Like, son, I'm gonna tell your teacher to call me if you get bad grades or anything. You gonna come home. Like, Ma, chill. Ma, chill.
So that means we gotta keep the boy grades up.
Grades up, bro.
Yeah. Hey, now, when did you start playing AAU? Cause I know you've been taking the game seriously for a long time, like a student of it. You remember when you first got busy on the travel tip?
I was playing with All-Stars, Ian.
Yes, sir.
I think that was when I first started. Either there or with Future Stars.
You remember what age or grade you were?
It was pretty early. Because I've been playing up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've been playing up my whole life.
Yeah.
Until really now.
Ain't been nothing to it.
So, yeah, it was probably like 3rd, 4th grade.
Man.
Maybe before, actually. But it was around there. I was playing with All-Stars.
See, look at you. Did you got out there real quick? You jumped off the porch soon?
Number 10, smallest dude on the court.
Yeah.
Small dude on the court.
Smallest dude. That was the other question I wanted to ask you. Did you, because you and KJ roughly about 6'3" now. Did you take off fast or pretty slow? You had a late growth spurt, would you say?
Yeah, it was kind of. It was kind of the middle. It was 7th grade summer going into 8th grade.
Right.
Like 7th grade, I was growing, and then that summer I grew a lot, and I just been growing since.
Pain? Did you have any pain, like knees, back, anything like that?
What? Knees was going crazy.
Yeah.
They had a heartbeat.
Straight. See, it's different between soreness and aching. That's an ache. What he talking about? But see, you told me you had a short stint on that field too, playing football. Man, when'd you start that?
I was like that.
Yeah.
I played flag first. You know, that's when I got shifty.
Oh yeah, the finesse.
Heisman Trophy.
Give me that flag. Yeah.
So I started that. Then I went to tackle. I think I started flag first grade. I played football first, second, third.
Yeah.
Then I stopped.
Just retired.
Yeah. And I was really better at football than I was at basketball.
So hold on, that was the end of football altogether, flag and tackle. After third, what position were you at out there, man?
QB.
QB, huh?
The ball called QB sneak. I'm out.
He just
One
scrambled.
game I had 6 touchdowns.
Man.
6 touchdowns.
I was like,
Golly, he had 1,000 yards rushing, 5 yards passing. Like, come on, man. Come on,
I was
man.
the only person that threw a touchdown on my team.
I
The
feel
whole
that.
time I was playing with them.
Got you. What made you hang the cleats up? Did you just get tired of it, or did somebody advise you to be like, hey, man, just?
I think it was just being around basketball as much as I was around.
Mhm.
Because my pops was coaching,
That's right.
and you know, like he coaching, they going out of town. I'm going to Chicago with them and stuff.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
it's like I'm around it so much.
I'm
Now,
locked in.
yeah, this football stuff,
Might
it
as
get-
well quit.
It's getting in the way.
hit the dope. Ever since then, it's straight hoops.
Locked in. Man, since we on that, you know, I was gonna say that for later, but talk about your pop's influence, because he's a super hoop head. You know what I mean? Been for a long time. You know, and I've known that much about him, even though I don't know him a whole lot. But how is it being a coach's son? You know what I mean? The good and the bad of it, because I know it's some of both. You know what I mean?
Bad part is definitely people saying that's the only reason you get to play. Like when Coach Brown and my pops was here, that's all I heard. So like
People
you-
bold
when
enough
you-
to say it to you,
Nah.
or third person, or third party.
Some people would say it to me, but it wouldn't be like I never really cared.
Mm.
So-
Went straightforward.
Yeah, but like every time they said that, it just like made me so mad because I'm
Yeah.
like I'm like that. Like,
Yeah.
people really think I'm just not good.
I put
So-
the work in.
So when you Coach Wayne, shout out Coach Wayne.
Yeah, there go his plug.
Coach Wayne,
Yeah,
Coach
Coach
Chris, when y'all came, that was like, you know, that was me showing everybody that I can do this without them.
Yeah.
That's not the only reason I am how I am, and I get to play as much as I do.
For sure. Yeah, man. Listen, I always salute the workers, man. You definitely one of them. But what's the good side of being a coach's son?
The constant advice.
Yeah.
It's crazy. My pops really couldn't shoot, but he taught me how to shoot, and that's what I do best. So like,
That's it pretty. Yeah.
it's like all the stuff he would tell me while I'm on the court. He tell me slow down. Like he could get to me more than anybody else.
Yeah.
So we in practice, he'll make me mad because he know once I get mad, I'm gonna start going harder.
So you start poking at you on purpose,
Yeah.
like.
Even like especially when we played against each other, he'd come out there with us sometimes,
Mm.
guard me just to make me mad, and I just like couldn't.
So that's on the record. He start blazing pops.
Yeah, but I had to peep the fact that he won't play me at 1-on-1 no more.
Oh yeah. Because
The last time we played, I beat him, but the time before that, he beat me.
Mhm.
I had to like almost beg him to play me.
to get your rematch.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I couldn't end it on no L.
So that's the last time y'all ever played. You
Yeah,
got the
we
last.
played.
Listen, pretty much every father of a good basketball playing son, they say, man, listen. You know what I mean? They either stop before they get beat, or it's like, hey man, once my son beat me, I know it's over. You know, I ain't never gonna beat him no more. So they got that's what's up, man. I love that. What about you, man? When your AAU days start? I'm assuming that you've been playing year round for a minute.
Since about, I'm gonna say 14.
14? Oh yeah. So you got off to a little late start all the way around. Huh? So that's, let me see if I can break that down. So that's 8th going into 9th, like that summer.
Yeah.
Who'd you run with?
I don't.
Have been many moons. No, I'm curious to know, man, because you got a unique skill set. I'm gonna be honest with you. And for some reason, you know, we go back and forth about this all the time. Like the big in basketball, to me, don't seem to be as valued as it used to be. But you got the footwork, you got the back to the basket tool bag. You know what I mean? To be one of them bigs, but you can also step out and shoot the rock. And to me, I'm like, that don't just. I mean, God only gonna bless you so much, man. You had to put in some work to get some of that. So I'm trying to figure out who were your influences when it came to coaches and
Before you
teachers.
start talking, we are on the 8-foot goal outside.
Oh man, I like where this is going.
This man will not dunk. He shot straight long balls.
And this is when,
When was this? This was middle school. This was middle school.
but clearly he
This
get
is
up
when I
there.
first met him. When I first met him,
You been finesse forever?
So it had to be like around 6th grade, 7th grade. We are outside, around the corner, matter of fact. He used to go over here. Goal, probably 7.5, 8 feet. He shooting trades. I'm just looking at him like, bro. And he's 6 something.
Oh yeah, you in the sixes like that?
He's 6
Nah, I hit 6 foot like late 7th grade.
Jeez. Boy, they never want none of that bang, 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 bang. Hold up, but the question is, was he knocking the shots down?
Yeah.
All right, okay, give you your props. But back to who were some of the coaches, some of the people that you actually took something from? Because y'all be having adults saying all type of stuff to y'all all the time, and I always be wondering if y'all actually taking any of it.
My brother and my mom, they was one of the biggest ones.
Yeah.
Like they stayed on me constantly, making sure this what I want to do.
All right.
And like when I got here, middle school coach was Coach Pierce.
Yeah.
You know, he told me, keep working at it. You know, you got the potential. Stuff like that. And still to this day, like,
Reaching out, hollering.
Yeah. And
That's
then high school, I remember because I didn't get to play my 8th grade year because of disciplinary issues 7th grade year.
I like how you put that in a PR move right there.
Yeah. So like one day I'm outside dribbling the ball around the corner, like, dribbling between legs, and Coach Brown come around the corner. And he talking to me. Why you ain't playing this year? Said I had some issues in the past.
Right.
And he was like, all right, give your parents my phone number. Talk to them, or you go back and talk to them, and we'll be practicing this next week. Try out. So, I went home, talked to them. At first, they came straight out the gate saying, "No."
You must have been cutting up for real.
Oh no, but I was like, it's my freshman year. I ain't about to miss my freshman year. So I was like, one way or another, like after school, straight there if I have to. And then it was like, this must be something you really want. So they ended up letting me.
So you had to do some negotiation.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Coach Brown, he played a lot in that, and I'm sure it was a lot more people. Like it was also people that like pushed me, like make me mad. So, yeah. I got sick of it. So that's when I started. I'm gonna go every night. Like I used to have to be in for the street light.
That's old school, and I love that.
Yeah, I'm outside still shooting, getting whooping.
You getting whooped.
Yeah, it's over.
You just took it, huh?
Yeah, had to.
So that's why you so defiant. And I'm learning about it. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what it is, he gonna keep on coming back to get some more.
Yeah.
Very good story, man. I love that. I love that right there. So that let me know I ain't that far too washed. And some of that stuff used to happen to me. What about you, man? Who was in your ear that you cared enough about to listen to growing up?
Really, I didn't.
Coming up in the game, rather.
Really, when I first started hooping, people really wasn't talking to me like that. It was really just don't quit because you don't want to be a quitter. That's all people was really saying.
Yeah, hold. We got to decode that message. That basically means, young fella, you ain't that boy. You know what I'm saying?
I always have people tell me all right, the one thing they did tell me like when I first started was like, they could all tell that I was tall enough and athletic.
Yeah.
So that I was able to get rebounds, but I didn't know that. So I was just kind of out there, just a fifth body. If they needed a fifth person, I was just that guy, dummy defense. So I'm just out there, and then over time I started to realize like I can jump pretty high, and I'm more the taller people on the team. So yeah, I'm gonna start using it.
Did you have speed too early on?
Yeah. It was. I don't know.
You had to unlock some stuff, huh?
I don't know. Yeah, some things wasn't. I wasn't always as fast. I did have a nickname Slowpoke. The start of the years or whatnot. Then I started once I start really getting into running and conditioning and things like that.
Right.
I started getting a little faster.
Man, I had a similar start though, so that's why I'm laughing extra hard at everything you're saying because the first time I played organized basketball was in 4th grade. And I'm over there at the boys club, right down the street from where y'all live. Man, I might have been the worst player on the squad. The tallest one out there, I scored a grand total, 2 points the whole season. You know what I'm saying? A putback.
Your girl's brother was early?
My girl's birthday was early, and then I sort of leveled out for a minute, and then a lot of cats caught up with me, and then I hit another one, right around 8th or 9th grade. You know what I mean? But it's like, dude, yeah, I'm emulating everything I saw on TV. And, Mike, that's my man, MJ. You know what I mean? So, I come out there with what? Armband on the elbow, just like him. You know what I'm saying? Had the J's on. I look good now. I was brochure ready. You know what I mean? As soon as they throw that ball up, ass. You know what I'm saying? It was tough. It was tough, man. Oh man, you gotta, you be hearing all the encouragement, man. But I look back on it, I'm like, why were y'all lying to me, man? And it's all right, big fella. You gonna be all right. And they turned out to be right, but boy, it took about 3-4 years. And I'm like, okay, I must be all right. I'm not too bad, man. But hold up, what was hoops like for you in Chicago? Because you didn't play your sophomore year, right?
Nope, I didn't really play my sophomore year. Nope.
What about your freshman year?
Freshman year I played captain.
That don't add up, man. But how you take a step backwards, man? Take me through your high school journey there before you came in.
My sophomore year, it was just bad grades. Bad grades, and then I ain't gonna lie, it was some freshmen that came in.
They was like
and they was like not. It was this AAU team we had called Team Rose.
Okay.
It was like I go to Curium and Team Rose, so it was like combination.
Right.
So they been playing with the high school coach. So they freshmen came in, I was BSing. I was BSing in school, and then coach put the freshman over me. So I ain't gonna lie, I was on the bench for a couple games.
For a couple games?
Yeah.
Why just a couple games? What happened after the couple games?
So really like most of the season.
Okay. So that plus grades? That's a double win.
That plus grades, it was double L.
So what was your mama? What was she talking about during that whole time?
My mama was
she
just
on you at all?
She was on me every time. She was on the coach too. She was like, "Why you ain't playing my son?" I'm just like, "Ma, I don't know. You got to talk to the coach."
That's the worst answer that you can ever get.
I know, right?
If you don't know, y'all all know Coach Carter. He used to say, he'd say, if you don't tell your mama why you ain't playing, if you can't answer that question, he said you even further from playing. And if you don't know the reason why.
Then we had a summer league game. It was like
whoa, which summer? From 10th to 11th or 9th to 10th?
9th to 10th.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
COVID, that's something.
We had a summer league game. And I started the game.
Right.
And then after the first quarter, I didn't get back in the game at all. So my mama in the bleachers, I'm low-key looking at her from the sideline. I'm like this, looking at her. Like, I'm looking at coach like, put me in.
What's
or
going
what?
on, man?
So my mama, she come around the court. She like, Trey, come on, take your jersey out, come on. I'm like, Ma, I can't do that. I can't do that.
You
like,
messing me up.
Like, you want me? And then in front of everybody, I'm like, Ma, no, you can't do that.
So she was loud.
She was loud. She was coming down the court like this. Come on, take your jersey out. Coach looking at her and me. Listen to your mama. I'm like, nah, I stayed.
You stayed?
I had to.
I like that, man.
I had to stay.
That's actually pretty dope because
I had to stay.
that's a hell of a spot to be in. Because first of all, you got to go home with mom. You dig what I'm saying?
Man, car ride home.
What was she on?
Everything. Like, I don't even remember. It was just too much to remember.
But was it directed at you though?
To me.
Oh.
To me. I'm like.
So you took the bullet for
Coach.
Coach?
I'm looking at. I'm thinking about Coach, and then my mom, and then I'm thinking about the next summer league game, and my mom talking about you not going. I'm like, I gotta go. Like, it's my school.
Did you end up going?
Yeah, I ended up going to all of them.
Look at you, man. I respect that. My boy got some fiber about him. He a soldier.
I have to.
Dang. So
Even if I know I'm on the bench, I have to go.
but that's what I was going to ask next. Like, did anything change throughout that summer league? Did your minutes go back up ever?
Not really, because it was just more people coming.
Question is, were you putting in that work?
Not really,
Were you working on your game, dog? If you
I ain't gonna lie, back then I was real lazy.
Okay.
Real lazy.
There we go. Now we get to the root of
Like,
it.
my mama had to get me out to be like, Trey, go to the gym. I wouldn't tell her to take me to the gym. I would have somebody come pick me up.
Yeah.
And if they be like, I can't pick you up, I wouldn't go.
You should be cool. Like, I'm all right.
I wouldn't go. I'd be like, Ma, they can't take me, so I'm just chilling. I was
I'm
lazy.
gonna just chill at home. She said, okay, baby. Love you.
Nah, I ain't going back.
What's wrong with your mom loving you, man?
I mean, it's cool, but that situation.
I'm just playing, man. Look like he got real gangster on us real quick. You know what I'm saying? Hey, now we gotta talk about your Carver days. All right, that's when you did play for your dad, right? All 3 years? Nah, you didn't play for him in middle school?
6th grade, we didn't get to have a season. They didn't let us play. They didn't let us play up.
Ah, okay. You didn't get to play till.
Like normally they have a 6th grade team.
Yeah.
No, 6th and 7th grade.
Combined?
8th grade. Yeah.
Huh. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's right.
6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
No, it was just 6th and 7th was one team,
Oh,
and then 8th
eighth
grade
grade
was
was
another team.
I feel that.
And that's how it was the year before. So I'm like, oh yeah, I get to play next year.
Mm-hmm.
And I was good. So
Yeah.
6th grade, all we had was games on Saturdays, and my dad put us in a couple tournaments.
Right.
So it was just stuff like that. We never lost though. We was undefeated.
Smacking boys.
The tournament though, we almost. We got in a tough one with Bartersville.
Oh yeah. I think you were telling me about that. Like I think over the summer, right before we played them in
It was
the
at
team.
that one church. I forgot what it was called.
But it was in Bartlesville. It was here in Tulsa.
It was in town.
Okay. In town.
So 6th grade, we didn't get to play. 7th grade, our team was good, but we had to go against them. And they had all that.
And that's
Monroe?
Monroe, huh?
We had to go against the grown men.
Yeah. Oh, he threw a little shot at you like y'all wasn't the right age. But anyway,
I promise, bro. We all here. I mean, we had Skip they height.
Mhm.
We had Keywan Parker. He was hooping at the time. So we had them. Skip was our tallest player, but then Nate had him. He's tall like this.
at that time he done grew up.
I'm probably like 5'2", 5'4",
Dang,
around there. I'm
little daddy.
So we played against them. They smacked us. They did dirt
They did. Hold on, was it home or away?
at Booker T.
Now, ooh, they came to y'all crib basically.
7th grade, it was a decent season. We lost first round to Kip.
Mm,
And then 8th grade, our team was like that.
like
It was
that.
me and the bros we all had. Our numbers was 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ah, that's solid. Yeah.
It was hard.
Cindy, y'all did it on purpose?
Yeah.
Hold up, did y'all doing all that? Y'all win it all?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
We beat. So my whole middle school
All
career,
city.
we never beat Kip.
Never.
Until the championship my 8th grade.
But did y'all play them every year though? Just
Played them
lost.
twice. Every year we just lost every time.
Golly. Was Coach Blunt still coaching them over there at that time? Blunt's a legend, man.
But my pops was at that game my 8th grade year. So we had Coach Range. Coach Range was our coach.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really listen to him. I ain't gonna lie. Pops on the sideline. I'm gonna listen to Pops.
Yeah, it's kind of different.
At that time.
Right.
So Pops was really our coach.
Yeah.
That's who we wanted to be our coach. But
Mm-hmm.
some stuff happened, and athletic director tripping.
Yeah. Political stuff.
Yeah.
I feel
so
it.
8th grade, we
Like
lost,
that.
We lost one game in the regular season. Yeah, we lost one game the whole season.
Man.
Lost to Kip.
See that's solid right there.
But the semifinal game, the Edison, went to double overtime.
And that was the livest one.
God. I was nervous that game.
Yeah.
I didn't play that good.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first round I played good. Second round, the semifinals against them, I didn't play that good. I probably had, I don't even know if I had double digits. I probably had maybe 10.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, what was an average night?
I averaged like 15, 16 in middle school.
That ain't bad.
So them, it's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
everybody hit threes to tie the game, and then one of the little bros, Lathan, came in, hit clutch 3.
Yeah.
Him and then the bro Kim was scoring, so like that sealed the game for us in that second overtime.
Yeah.
Championship, I'm cooking at 21.
Yeah. Had to shake the cobwebs off.
I was so mad. I think I went to the gym after that game.
Straight up. Same day and everything.
I was heated.
You always been driven like that though, huh? That's
my
what's
pops
up.
though.
It was?
Yeah, my pops. My pops he be on me. I feel like I got that from him.
Yeah. Was it ever during the time that you were playing for him, or when he was coaching you, or did it ever get to be like, damn, man, it's like too much, man, playing for my pops? Or was it ever overbearing where it's like, man, I gotta
Sophomore
separate?
year. My sophomore year.
Also in high school.
Yeah.
Okay.
He made me so mad one game because like if I played bad, he's right there, literally right there.
Yeah, you can't escape him.
I can't do that.
And you finna get in the car.
Normally I can leave with moms or something.
Yeah.
Best believe I left with moms after the game.
Oh, I do.
He's on the bench, so it's like I gotta hear him, and I'm just
I
like,
did that same thing in middle school.
I'm just like, oh my God. So
And you better not say nothing back.
I got so mad. I punched him glass that year.
Well, we gotta unpack that, brother, because I didn't know that.
I was-
Which glass? Like the fire extinguisher glass?
You know, your office right here,
Right.
that room.
Team.
That, yeah.
Oh, so that's the reason they got that paint on it?
I don't know. I ain't seen it in a minute.
I thought it was
I thought
double
they
glass.
fixed it.
That's a mean punch, G.
I saw the mess out there, man. I was so mad.
Did you hurt yourself?
Heritage Hall.
Did you hurt yourself?
Tearing, like, nah, I had a little cut.
Yeah.
It didn't hurt though.
What was you mad at? That
My
you
pops.
played? Oh, okay.
I played bad, and he just kept reminding me that I played bad.
Mm,
And I'm like, I don't need that.
yeah.
So then, I think the only reason my pops really left was my mom.
Yeah?
She seen I was getting mad about my pops being the coach, and she pressed it.
Mm. I feel that. Well, did y'all win that game? At least?
No, we lost.
Oh, yeah. He lost senior night.
Oh.
And it's at the crib.
I
But,
think it was here night.
I feel
Either
that.
that or it was the last home game.
mm. But how are you and your dad now? You know what I mean? Now that he doesn't coach y'all, y'all solid?
Yeah, I still train with him every now and then. We don't really do that. We probably go 4 or 5 times a month.
I feel it.
Whenever
Yeah.
I feel like I need that kind of workout
Yeah.
with him, I go with him.
Shout out to Pops, man, because I'm telling you, a lot of parents couldn't or wouldn't do that. They're just like, man, listen, if any issue, we just gonna press on as opposed to falling back. So it looked like he gave you some space to grow, man. That's what's really going. Now we gotta talk about them jersey numbers, man. You know, we're gonna lighten it up. You know what I mean? Because all of y'all have made mention to whatever number you wore on your chest. Give me the significance behind every number you ever put on. And I'm gonna go first. I'll be a good leader. I ain't gonna ask y'all to do nothing I wouldn't do. So I always wore 24, right? Except for my sophomore year over here. And that's because one of the upperclassmen, he was a junior at that time, that was his number. So I rocked with my second favorite number, which was 33. You know what I mean? Shout to Scotty. You know what I mean? But 24 came because, like, I was in the 5th grade about to go to 6th with AAU Nationals in Cocoa Beach, Florida. You know what I mean? They handed out the jerseys, and they say, man, that's all we got left, 22 or 24. I'm like, 24. You know what I mean? Now, I'll lie and tell people, yeah, it's Kobe, baby. But Kobe was nowhere near 24 at that time. So, and this is one of those that just stuck with me. I was like, hey, man, you know, I'm going to ride it from 5th grade to, you know what I'm saying, to senior. But what about y'all, man? All your jersey numbers that you wore in throughout your career.
It's
And
been
why?
number one for me for the longest.
Really?
It was kind of like the coach would ask us when I was younger what jersey number we wanted,
Mm,
and everybody would go crazy over 23
absolutely.
and 24. So I just stuck to number one. Like I just got number one.
Yeah.
So now I'm just number one.
It didn't really have a whole lot of significance in the
Nah.
beginning?
Everybody went crazy over them numbers, so I just took number one.
Give me number one.
You know what?
I ain't Penny Hardaway. That's all you ever had, number one.
Simple, number one.
Did y'all have jersey numbers back in the wild days?
Yeah, we did, but I don't
T-shirt
remember.
I'm gonna go back and look at the pictures.
Dumb.
I got a picture on my phone. So.
You dude was inspired by everybody.
Yeah.
Well, look, what about you, KJ?
Man.
Because the only experience I got with you was last year. You wanted 35, but we didn't have that in inventory.
Yeah,
So that
I
was your
still-
practice uniform number. Game number 15.
I started off with 28 for the longest because my birthday is January the 28th. So I just rock with 28.
Well, wait a minute. Oh.
That's a very
Yeah,
It was-
first of all, you can only pull that off in AAU. That is
Okay.
a backfield number. That's running back.
No, because it was my birthday number, and then all my cousins wore it too. So I was like, all right, I might as well just carry it on and stick with the 28 because my cousin didn't play football, and I just wanted to wear 28. 'Cause, I mean,
Definitely football.
then I switched to 35, and I thought about going back 28 for a second, but I remember when I didn't want to get reminded of how bad I was at the time. So I was like, nah. And then
Hold on, why 35 though?
KD.
Hello. Okay.
Yep.
That's your man. That's your guy. Okay.
Yep. And then up until last year, 15, and I wear 15 because both my uncles were here and wear that number, so I might as well carry it on.
That is true. Yeah, I played with one of your uncles. He definitely was 15. You know what I mean? Okay, look at you. What about you, big fella?
Big fella.
Man, ain't no telling.
Yeah, he didn't. I mean, it's like
I wore 99.
like musical chairs, musical jerseys. Like this, boy. What about you? What jersey numbers have you worn, man, throughout your history?
My first time playing, I wore 24 to Kobe.
All right.
You know, I was big on like Kobe and MJ.
Mhm.
Like, if you ask my brother, I'm pulling him outside every day talking about, yeah, I'm Kobe, you MJ, play 1-on-1.
There you go. And
That
he's doing
type
all the moves all day. Throw the post, Sean. No, fade away, leg. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wear 21 because that's my mama's favorite number.
Mm.
Also, Sean Taylor, he was one of like, you know.
I respect that.
So
That's big.
I wore 21 because of that, and I don't think I wore any other.
You lying.
I wore 0, but I mean it wasn't really.
Last year you wore 40, 142. What happened,
It
man?
was just a big jersey.
And
Big
33.
Big jersey.
Big man number.
40, that's
That's
big
right,
red
man.
flag. Red flag.
Why's a red flag, man?
Cause
Man,
40 just looks so big, bro.
Bro,
I don't know.
I'm big.
To me,
I'm
it's
telling, let them know, man. We ain't running
Yeah,
around
no,
with
man,
no
like,
girdles on. You know what I'm saying? We need some breathing room.
For me, it's like basketball. You gotta have 24 and under. I don't. It's just that's just me, though. I don't-
Or 30 now. Ever since Steph. 30.
Yeah, 30 and
That's a
under.
good point.
Ever
That's a
since
good point.
Steph.
Yeah,
30
yeah,
and
yeah.
under, fact.
Okay. Yeah,
Over
you,
30, it's like too big. Like
hold up, the number or the size of the
the
jersey?
number.
Okay.
If I feel like you doing too much. Like you need to go down on the number.
But they are 35 too.
That's right.
I rock that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You would or you did?
I did.
Just do it, man. Let's get to it, because
I'm
you done had so many numbers, and one of them is
Football.
unique, though. Football?
Football 12 and 1.
Okay.
I have no clue why I picked the numbers.
Oh, you actually chose them, though. That must have been it was the first one.
It might have been my pops that picked it the whole time. So I had 12 and 1 in football. The Y, I wore 23, 2, 3, 24. I wore all the numbers then.
Why number 2 and 3? Because I'm pretty sure I got a good idea why it was 23 and 24.
2, I think I left my jersey and I just had to rock out with another one.
Right.
3, same reason.
Mm-hmm.
And then AAU, I wore number 5, I wore number 6, and I wore number 10.
Mm.
And then I wore, recently, I wore 0. I done wore 11. 11, that's me now.
Yeah, that's the one, huh?
Yeah.
But them single digit joints from 0, 5, and 6, and 10, just random? Just went for
No,
it.
5, I can't remember why I picked number 5, but I promised that was my number for the longest.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to wear. And it was because of somebody. I just can't think of who it was right now.
Mm-hmm.
But 11, people, Trae Young my favorite player, so people be thinking that's the reason I wear it.
Right, I did initially,
Right.
till you
Right.
laced me up with the.
My grandma that passed
Mhm.
was 74. 7 plus 4 is 11.
Mm-hmm.
And, we don't got a 7 or a 4.
Right.
So it was like, okay, I'm just wearing number 11.
That's solid. That's solid.
That's it.
Respect.
It's been me ever since.
I like that. That's big. That's big. All right. No disrespect to them, but how'd you end up at Owasso before you got here to Central? I need to know this.
Yeah, 7th and 8th grade year, really. When I was hooping over at Monroe,
Mm-hmm.
most of the I went there with Marty and Jamarcus and MJ and all them, and they was like, yeah, I'm going to Owasso next year, and I'm like, oh, all the guys going there, I'm gonna go there too. So
Okay.
I went there, and then my mama, she had already been looking at getting her starting her massage business and stuff, mostly in Owasso. So once I went out there, it kind of just all paying perfectly together. Like she work out there, I'm going to school out there. So once I get out of school, she can come get me from school or whatever and go back home or whatnot.
Right.
So I kind of just went there just because the guys went there.
Yeah. How was that experience though?
It was good. Like freshman year, it was alright. But then sophomore year, I really only left sophomore year because I wasn't getting as much burn as everybody knew I was supposed to. Like everybody on the team was, I think we had about 3 or 4 juniors. Everybody else was sophomores. And I just wasn't getting that much play time. Everybody like, oh yeah, we know he's supposed to be getting there. And coach was even telling me like, yeah, like we just don't think you're there enough. And I'm like, bro, I don't know what you. I mean, how would you know if I'm there or not if I ain't played? You gotta put him out there and test the waters first to see if I'm gonna be able to do something on the court before you just automatically come to an assumption like, nah, he doesn't have it. But then what really pushed me over the edge was the game against Sand Springs.
Was it home or away?
It was away. We played against Sand Springs, and we had like 2 or 3 people hurt on our varsity team. And he played, and I had just came off a JV game. I had like 20-something points against them. Their JV team sucked, so I'm like, I'm ready to go.
You went crazy.
I'm ready to go. Then varsity game come, and he played 5 people the entire game.
Oh, did you dress though?
Yeah,
Okay.
played
Just didn't
5
get
people
enough
the
tick.
entire game. I'm like, bro, like at this point, I just feel bad for my mans. Like you don't want to take my mans out the game so he can get a little rest, but I'll get a little burn or something. And then I was mad. I really was mad too because we losing by like 15. they was putting their JV players in. I'm like, I just cooked this dude. I just gave him buckets. I'm ready to go. What are you talking about? I'm like, nah, I can't do that, bro. Then once COVID came, I didn't even know I was gonna go here. When COVID came, I was kind of just jumping around. Like some people was like, come to Sand Springs. Papa wanted me to go over there, and it was a bunch of different schools that wanted me to come over. And I was just like, I didn't know, so I was chilling. And Mama was like, I'm enrolling in Central. I was like, what? Central? What you mean? And she just did it, and I was like, all right, well, I'm here
So
now.
it was clear that you were gonna make a move one way or another. That's what you're saying.
Yeah,
you
it
knew
was-
you weren't going back to Owasso.
Yeah, I knew for a fact I wasn't going back there, but I just didn't know where I was gonna go.
This dude came over here with the biggest afro I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? And he was full blown. All you could see was the earlobes. You know what I'm saying? And the braces. I said, "Who is this clown?"
Coming here brought me into myself. I
Oh, yeah?
I feel like I just wasn't me whenever I came. Like I was, no disrespect to my Caucasians,
you
but I was
right.
around too many white people. I feel like I was just too white
Yeah,
for a black person. And then when I came here, it was
we
like,
definitely gonna edit that.
I didn't want to. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I feel you. More folks that you identify with more.
Yeah, it was like I just like being around more people like me.
Yeah.
It kind of felt it felt more natural.
I got you.
Seeing what everybody else is doing, I'm like, oh yeah, dreading my hair is gonna look more of me. Like it's just gonna make me look right. Like I'm not gonna keep rocking the shine. It's just not gonna work for that long.
Taking
It's
jabs
not
at
gonna
you.
work for that long.
Oh, but okay, how far back do y'all go? Because y'all told me that y'all been knowing each other since thigh high.
Me and he never played with each other up until last
We always
year.
play against each other.
But y'all always knew each other though.
Yeah, I knew of him.
Yeah.
Knew of them, huh? Name ringing bells out here.
Apparently, we played for the same team when we first started. I didn't know he played with good bit cards.
Ah, yeah. Well, it might be because he said he wasn't like that in the beginning.
I fell asleep on the bench one time. You said,
Come on, KJ.
we was out of town.
I'm
too,
sending him
so
home. We do
You
that.
search Facebook enough, you might find a picture. Somebody got a whole picture of me. They came about this close.
One of the memories.
Took the picture, and I'm knocked out. Had my hands in my jersey, my arms in my jersey. I was
Oh,
cold.
he was comfortable.
I was cold. I was real comfortable.
Damn it, boy.
We got seafood afterwards.
This dude remember everything.
Seafood.
Seafood. I ain't rewarding that. You know what I'm saying? McDonald's. That's what's happening.
They couldn't penalize me because well, I didn't play. They was like they couldn't tell me like you didn't play that good, so we're not gonna give you this and that. They was like you didn't play, so I mean, what is it? What you want to get?
You must be hungry. Oh, Jesus. All right, man. Let's go through last year because it was a mess, dog. We talk about it all the time. It was the whole season was a struggle. We were 4-17. You know what I mean? The two out of the 4 we got came in December, right? And the next 2 didn't come till February. So that's a lot of losing in between there. So we had that, and we had COVID. So it was like we were, it was up in the air week to week whether we were gonna be able to play or not. And you coming into that, and you've been a part of 2 really good teams before that. Man, just talk about the ups and downs of that whole season last year. The good, the bad. I promise you ain't gonna hurt my feelings, man. Go ahead and speak on it, man.
Our bonds was crazy.
Yeah,
Like especially us 4.
for sure.
Like since they got here, when they first got here, it was KJ talked to us, but Trey he
Yeah.
didn't really date me.
I didn't say
And
nothing.
he been knew me, so I was like,
No, we starting over?
Hey, I've been no, I ain't say none of KJ.
He gave me that same type of energy when I met him. You know what I'm saying? He just had the hood on like real.
I'll never be
6
having my
and
hood
1.
on outside, yo.
And outside, I was like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna like this dude. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you say y'all got pretty tight throughout the year, even in the midst of the.
yeah, that's what's crazy.
Yeah.
Like most people get mad at each other and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But I feel like we got closer because of that.
Yeah.
So our bonds was definitely a pro.
For sure. What y'all say, man? What were some of them thoughts going through that entire ride, man?
It was hard. It definitely was
The
hard.
L's was tough.
It was very
Especially
tough.
like them McLean, Rogers. Them L's was
It was
hurt.
super tough.
Hurt the soul.
I'm looking up to that school.
Bro.
And then one of them, we at McLean last year, like, man, this is Central? This ain't Central. This ain't. I'm like talking real greasy to us. I'm like,
Talking crazy.
but for some reason, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that loss at McLean last year felt like it was way worse than what the scoreboard indicated. 'Cause we
That
only lost by
felt
3.
worse than the Sagan.
Yes, we lost by 3, but it felt like we stunk the joint
We
completely
lost
up.
by 3, and we felt like we lost by 30.
Over here, it was closer to 30. You know what I'm saying? And here I am coming in. Yeah, we better. We got some things together. No, no.
But they did. They came out there on some unusual stuff though.
Here or there?
Here.
Oh, absolutely. Oh yeah.
When we played them there, they probably hit 2 threes. They came here and hit 12.
They were lighting it up.
I'm like, what? We shoot here every day and we're not even hitting like that.
No. What about you, Sean, man? What you think about it, brother? Cause hold up, correct me if I'm wrong. Cause I'm really asking. But was last year? Was that your like your breakout year in terms of like as much varsity minutes as you played last year? Was that the most?
Yeah.
How was that for you, man? Coming out party, but it wasn't a good party.
Yeah, it was. It was. I mean, it was a good experience.
Yeah.
I mean, the bad thing is like I had to learn a new way to play.
Ooh,
So,
please
like,
explain.
So like pretty much like when I played like some of my freshman year, like Coach Brown would throw me in sophomore year. He had me. I'm one of the spot up shooters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm
That's what you want right there.
shooting. I'm getting shots up. And then this year, y'all, like I've always had like the footwork, all that. But like this year, putting in new moves, all that, and like trying to apply them to the game.
Yeah.
So that was pretty much like I was thinking too much in the game. So like, what am I gonna do when I catch it before I even get the ball? So now I just pretty much go off the defender.
There you go. Sound like some instincts. Now, honestly, through when it was ugly last year, at any point did y'all be like, man, I want to quit this shit?
No,
It
might be.
I want to turn up. Like I'm like, okay, bet we just lost. We finna come back and
You
start
go like,
cooking.
yeah.
This half of the season, we finna go crazy.
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it might sound like I'm capping, but I don't care what game we lost. I felt like when we came back, we was gonna do better the next game.
Yeah.
I
We
never
got
really
better,
just
but we
lost hope.
just kept losing.
Yeah, it was slower. Like we were playing closer to people.
But it was weird.
So
Yeah,
close, but yet so far.
It
Yeah.
felt like playing together. It felt better. We was flowing, kicking it. We getting a whole bunch of assists a game. We scoring, and then they just outscore us.
Outscore. Yeah, man. It's like, dang. That's how you know experience is key, man. Because I think because you didn't play varsity at Owasso, and you was up and down in the shy. It was
No
spotty.
varsity.
None. My bad.
None.
Let's put some respect on that.
No
None.
varsity.
You was spotty before that, and you the only one pretty much that had varsity experience, except Tyon, but he was with us for a short amount of time before that. That ended up fizzling out. Man, how did you, particularly you guys, because y'all been over at Central longer than y'all two, going through like losing, and I don't mean that in the final sense, but we lost a lot of guys that y'all are familiar with last year, that y'all played with before. Man, what are y'all thinking during that time when them cats are like basically either quitting officially or quitting unofficially?
The new people.
No, I'm talking about the guys that y'all were playing with before we got here. When we lost Tyon, we lost Rayon, we lost Freddie, Trey, Johnson.
Them, I feel like they, not to hate on them, like we were good, but I feel like they would have made up that difference.
For sure.
So not having them kind of hurt, but at the same time it made us better.
Mm-hmm.
Ones that are constantly here. But yeah, they definitely could have helped. Not having them was crazy. Like I'm saying, like y'all was just here, y'all was here every day. Then this year come down every other day, every 2 days.
Did it affect y'all's relationships with them at all?
No.
Or it was pretty solid?
Me and Tyon been
That's
close
good.
for the longest. Freddie, Rayon, I need the little bros. I've been playing against them for a minute.
Little bros. I wonder if they're going to take some exception to that, man. Well, listen, tell them to come on up here and get some work in. Yeah, babe. What about you, Sean? Because we on your head, boy. Last year, you probably got more fussings and cussings than anybody at this table right here, man. How was that? Like, I know you may make the face like it ain't really getting to you, but I can tell you gotta be cussing us out in your mind. You know what I mean? Saying, swinging at us or something. Just keep it to yourself, though. You know what I mean? But how was that? Was that an adjustment, or you were used to, having boots to asses type of deal?
I wasn't really used to it.
Mm.
It's like one of the things you used to say like a lot. You can't have 2 bad days in a row. So I'm like, yeah. So I'm like one day if I'm just like complete like I'm about to get kicked out.
Mm-hmm.
I know if I do get kicked out the next day I gotta come in, you know,
Own it.
Yeah, own
I
it.
feel that.
No, nothing.
Man, okay. It's crazy, man. As a coach, dude, we say a lot of stuff to y'all, and a lot of times I be having something on my mind the night before. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to kill him with this the next day.
My
And
man's
then-
road did change though.
And then you remember something
Tremendously.
like what?
Like he came from getting in when we were blowing him out to starting, feeling the intensity from the beginning instead of
It's different.
the relaxation from everybody because the game was basically over.
That's interesting. You said that. You told me you started on every team you ever played for, right?
Oh,
Man,
no,
no, not quite.
not when I was younger. At
Ah,
one point in AAU, I didn't even play. Like
so when you were younger,
when I played with Mocan, I was like 14.
were you playing up though at that time?
Yeah, I was playing up, but I mean my minutes got better. But the first probably 2 tournaments, I didn't get nobody. I'm heated,
Yeah,
but I was little.
yeah.
So
Did
I
you
wasn't
understand at that
tall,
time?
And I was smart. I understood, but I knew if I got in, I could do
I
something.
could do something.
So once they started playing me, I probably averaged like 12 points off the bench.
Oh yeah, that's solid.
Come in, hit a couple trades.
Yeah,
So like, yeah.
change the momentum or swing it back in your favor. Oh yeah. That's pretty interesting, man. You just gave some good insight. So he said your role done changed. Check you out, big senior. You know what I'm saying? Look, go ahead, clap. Go ahead, clap for her. So, all right, with this season, what's the expectation, man?
State.
Yeah,
Ring.
most definitely.
I feel like we
No
not, I feel like, I don't
L's.
think, I don't think
I'm
we
not
gonna
walking
lose.
down here without
I'm
a
trying to 30 ball everybody.
I don't think we gonna lose.
Man,
He said no,
we getting our payback. It's payback year.
I ain't gonna lie, I do think I don't think we're gonna lose, but I think it's gonna be games where
It's close.
literally.
Some tough games.
No, I think it's gonna be tough games. I think it's gonna be games where literally just us four do something.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times because we don't got nobody that's I'm gonna just say seniors that's up there with how we are. And you know, Josiah and them ain't got very much varsity run, so they might.
It's gonna be brand new to them.
They gonna need to step in a little more. They gonna have bad games, but we gotta pick up where they leave
Our
off.
football team.
I feel it. I
not
feel
bad
it.
this year too.
No, they not. They not.
We looking at maybe our first game without them.
It could possibly go like that. And I say it all the time, and I'm gonna let you jump in there and say what you were thinking. But man, I keep telling y'all, we got out of 5 scrimmages, I think 4 of them is gonna be just the basketball guys. So we like 6, maybe 7 deep. And I think that's gonna be great for us. So whenever those guys do show up, we already got some things brewing, and y'all can help bring them in and bring them along, and then we can make this thing work like it's supposed to. But all that I asked that question a while ago, because everybody gonna say, hey, yeah, man, I want to do this. We gonna do this. You know, there's a time you got to stand on what you're saying. You know what I
We're
mean?
standing
Okay.
right now.
Okay.
Speaking into existence.
Hello.
I already know what I gotta do.
Oh, yeah?
2 tray balls each quarter.
Oh, yeah.
24. 2 tray. I just need 2 tray balls.
2 trade. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, when me and Geek was laughing at you a couple weeks ago, I was like, man, this dude didn't hit shot steal Bishop Kelly last year. And they partied on us over there. I was like, the only good thing about that night was Trey got double figures. He needed that, man. Go ahead
I
and
know.
shake them cobwebs off. But hold on, what were you about to say, man?
I was gonna say,
Yeah, we looking at you.
trying to remember. Oh yeah, I feel as if like we was talking about like us four only doing stuff.
Mhm.
I feel as if like it's most definitely between y'all, but like out of Melo and Tyon, I feel like we can have a, you know.
Oh, yeah,
So like if you put Tyon there, we have a big line.
for sure.
But if you put Melo, you know, we got like, you know,
I feel like we are bigger than most teams.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Most-
And then you guys as guards play bigger. And then and Melo Melo gonna go down there and post up, being everybody way. Hey, man, you gotta move, get on through. But when you say do something, let me clarify. You talking about scoring, right?
Yes, sir.
The offensive
every-
load.
everything, everything.
Okay.
Tyon-
Yeah, period.
He could defend too.
Tyon is a great rebounder when he wants to.
Oh yeah,
Most definitely.
I saw flashes of that.
Tyon is a great rebounder when he wants to. So
Super instinct.
stuff like that. My sophomore year when he really played,
Mhm.
freshman year when he got in, that's how he faked the game the most. So I feel like him doing that, and then he get a lot of putbacks.
Oh, yeah.
So like his boards he have a lot of offensive.
See, so if you get boards, you're going to get points.
He automatically give you double off that.
Yeah.
There was a couple games he had 20 boards.
Oh, he was going crazy like that?
He's the
Oh,
only
yeah.
one grabbing them.
Like he just grab it, miss, grab it, miss, grab it.
Get it on.
It might have been on purpose.
Oh, he stat pad. Come on.
But
Come on,
you
Tayana.
gotta give it to him. No, that's tough.
Oh, yeah. That's,
I ain't gonna lie, we never really just been a rebounding team.
mm.
Like my freshman year, we were tall, so we was kind of giving.
Yeah. Wasn't no blocking out going on, though, huh?
Nah.
Running there,
But
jump over.
everybody, yeah, most definitely. Most definitely.
Crash.
Me though, I'm getting back. They got it. The 6'3s and up got it.
Yeah. So hold on, you wasn't a member of the 6 foot club, man, as a sophomore?
Sophomore year, yeah. Freshman year, I think I was right at 6 feet.
Mm-hmm. See, had that little, you know what I mean, that little late surge. Okay, so personally, keeping it honest as we come down the home stretch here, man. Evaluate your own game individually. All right, what do you think? What do you think you gotta do this year, performance-wise, or what you may need to add to your bag in order for you to hit that next level, which will help us hit that next level? Ain't no right or wrong answer. This is you.
Definitely the IQ.
Oh, yeah?
Like thinking faster.
Mm.
Yeah, thinking faster. So
Processing that information, huh? Read, react.
like I'll wait too long to throw a pass or something.
Yeah.
Like throw it faster. Yeah.
I got you. That's a good one. I didn't know what you were about to say, but I didn't think it was gonna be that. What about you, Sean? Uncle Sean?
I feel like I need to. So I've heard that I need to be more greedy. Like if I catch it inside,
Yeah.
because like I'll look for like somebody couldn't throw it right to them, easy layup.
Good point.
Also, I need to be able to, establish my presence.
Listen at you.
So yeah, also get my win. Gotta get
Did you win
get
up?
up and down the floor.
Man, listen, I got a problem with that because you got more win than anything. But then you be BSing, man. You'll slow the speed down on purpose, but ain't even breathing hard. Once he finished, he done got lapped and everything. He's standing up straight. Everybody else bent over on the knees. You know what I'm saying? He got more win. Oh man. Okay, that's good assessment.
Finish out the round with no
I
sweat.
might be standing up, but I'm hurting inside.
I'm hurting inside.
Bad. I try not to show it, but sometimes it's bad.
Yeah, right. You show it every time.
No, I don't.
You don't show it, you definitely see it.
You start getting mad when you tired.
Man,
You don't get
You
mad.
get tired, you start getting mad.
or you hurt.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
That's something else. I gotta fix that. My attitude is improving.
Yeah.
I feel.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this from your
I
man.
think it's because to leave like that.
Yeah, I wanted to, bro. I promise, bro. I promise,
I
bro.
think it's because to leave.
You a halfway bully.
Talib is just on the court with you. It's like, we got a whole different.
It's
style.
gonna
We
be a
got the whole-
misunderstanding if they just go together. Come on, man. All right. What about you, Mr. Williams?
Man, really? Like he said, IQ and staying in there. Cause there be times on defense where I could jump and get a block, but I just stand there. I ain't gonna lie, cause it's like I be mentally tired. I don't even be physically tired. I could jump and get it. But I just be tired. Like I don't do it. But then when I do it, it's like it feels good, and I be like, oh yeah, I need to do it again. Then it come around again. I be like.
Come on, KJ. Let me find out he point shaving, man. God, dog. I thought you were gonna say
Passing ball.
Oh, shooting. Oh,
you
yeah,
gotta
for
be
sure.
able to hit
Oh,
shots.
for sure, shooting.
Nah,
I
he
thought-
don't
I
struggle
thought-
with putting them up.
I thought-
Gotta make
I feel
them
like I'm getting better at that though. So it's not like it's not
It's
something.
improvement.
It's not something.
It is.
Right there at the free throw
you-
line. Turn around.
Jab.
Going up.
Ay.
Going up. Don't ask for me.
Knock him down. Hey, KJ, everybody was over. Wow. All right.
When I found out I could start hitting those shots as easy as I could, I was like, I'm gonna start shooting these more.
There you go.
It wasn't up until right when we start actually getting wins or getting closer to winning is whenever I started making those shots and scoring from around there.
Yeah.
Beforehand it was just like, what are you doing? Like you just there.
And KJ be getting fouled, go to the line, miss 2.
Before they was going to the short corner.
Oh yeah.
Because-
If they fouled him, if they fouled you and it wasn't an and 1, I'm thinking, man, let's just check ball at the top. Yeah, man, just go and give it to y'all. We ain't gonna get no points.
I got kind of for a while I started getting frustrated at the free throw line. Like, oh, I got fouled. I'm not finna make this.
Oh, he told too much truth.
I'm not finna make this.
Damn it, KJ. But it's looking better now. I'll give you that.
I've been working. I've been trying.
Okay, well good. We'll keep working. You know what I'm saying? Don't get fooled. What about you, Caylon? What you need to add to it?
doing everything else.
Besides what?
Scoring.
Besides school. There you go.
Like last year, I feel like my focus was scoring.
Mm.
Like forcing.
Yeah.
I need to stop forcing it and just like go with the flow.
I feel that.
This upcoming year, I plan to play defense, get crash the board more,
Oh, yeah.
do everything else, defense, especially defense. I feel like I'm
Yeah.
straight up clamping.
You clamp it up?
You crash the boards, you ain't getting no board.
Crazy.
Oh.
I rebounded you all playoffs, bro.
What?
Oh my God.
One game.
One game?
One game.
You gonna
Go
lie?
check the stat book.
You gonna lie?
I'm gonna have to go to the
One
books.
game.
bro.
He had one more than you and two more than me. That's
One
it.
game.
One
The first playoff game, I had more rebounds.
Bury it.
Nope.
Yes.
Yeah,
I sat most of the game though, like second and third quarter.
I did. I said the whole first half.
Yeah, this boy was
First
big foul.
half, I sat the second and third. I sat the second and third though.
And hold on, you remember that night? That night was kind of wild from the jump. You know what I mean? Because they low key, they had the wrong starting lineup written down, and I was about to get a tech. So that when they called somebody name other than him, I was like, oh, we gotta put somebody else in
He
there.
wasn't supposed to start that.
They call my name.
They
That's
called
right.
his name instead.
And then he get out there and get the foul. Tweet. He got two in the first quarter, and he got his third in the second. I said, this boy's going crazy. But we got up out of there.
Second half, eating.
Yeah.
I had to redeem myself.
And dude, that win felt like everything, man.
Man,
we had won it
that was
like
the first dub
in
after
2
like
months.
11 games.
Man, I think I saw somebody turn a flip on that thing. You know what I mean? I like, what's going on out there,
We won that
man?
game, and I came in the locker room like, oh yeah, who the next? Who
Oh,
next?
Yeah, he went crazy.
Man, it's a round. I was like, who next? It's a round. We done found ourselves now. Got smacked off, man.
Man, here's how we gonna wrap it up, man. Always call this the all due disrespect segment. So this is what we about to come at somebody. A team that beat you, all right? Anytime in your career, a team y'all lost to that you shouldn't have lost to. And you still feel that way to this day. And if you could go back and run it back, you'll go right back to it. At whatever level, whether it's middle school, high school, AAU, whatever, you still think about, man, there ain't no way they should have beat us.
McLean last year.
Most definitely.
Simple.
Oh yeah, y'all feel something about that.
I got Wagner last year, man.
Fat,
I
yeah.
got
Wagner.
Wagner.
Them two,
Both
them
games,
two.
both of them.
They were winnable, wasn't they?
Both of them.
I'm not even really count last year, bro. We lost to a lot of teams we shouldn't have lost to.
All
Cleveland,
right.
oh
John
my
Marshall,
God,
We
we
still got to get them. I could
First round of
have
state?
had a
We
ring
lost to
as a
Cleveland and get
freshman.
knocked. We lost to Cleveland to end it all. I did not. We
That right.
should not have lost to them.
But
I had
that
lost
dude
to
shot
them.
30
Not have
free
lost to
throws.
them.
He shot. What? You ain't lying. And I think my man, he had an amazing percentage, whatever it was. He was shooting like dirt.
He made all 30, man.
Yeah, I don't think he missed.
It was incredible, man. And that's and see, and y'all know me. I don't coach nobody but y'all. But I remember one time you went to the rack. Man, they put something on you, something mean. You know what I'm saying? My boy I think he went up in the air and got hit by two bodies. You know what I'm saying? Bam this way, and then he fell. There was no whistle. And I was like, come on, that's got to be something. My man told me, he said, tell him to pass the ball. I said, so this is what we on.
That's crazy.
Okay, we playing a style that you don't like. Well, he's not.
It was that game?
Oh, it was that game.
As somebody,
I was cooking that game.
as somebody
Yeah.
who,
I was cooking.
as somebody who complains about my
that
foul.
game, we was playing good.
Man, listen, man, well, we couldn't stop them suckers for nothing. Well, we kept
It
fouling.
was,
So I
I
guess.
was gonna say it was a foul.
Yeah. Now I got to give the guard some credit. He was crafty with it, but gee, I'm like, come on, now. That's too lopsided, brother.
We
It
sitting there
is.
standing straight up. He running up, it's brick wall. He ball, we still sitting there.
Tweet.
It's crazy.
Don't pass.
As somebody who complained about my fouls a lot last year, I take the cake for the worst foul that just wasn't called. Bro, I gave bro a piggyback right in the middle of the game, and everybody in the crowd seen it and went crazy. I did the same game against Cleveland. I went and did an up fake. Dude came and sat on my back, and I sat there. We sat there for like 5 seconds.
I don't.
On
Man.
his back.
We sat there for like 5
No,
seconds.
no call.
Didn't call
None.
anything.
None.
That's
You know how
the
most
amazing.
of the time you just pump fake.
Yeah.
If they even just get close, they already blowing the whistle
Oh
before it
yeah.
even happened.
Yeah.
It
Anticipate.
happened. Dang.
And one
On my
no
back,
call.
and I sat there.
We
We sat there for
all
like a
sitting
good
there
5
like-
seconds. Everybody like, whoa, you're not gonna call it? You're not gonna call that ref? And then eventually when he fell, I just went up and made the layup.
Oh, so we got the money out the deal.
Yeah.
We weren't gonna make the free throw.
But it was
Anyway. No,
late
I
in
just
the game. It was
very-
late in the game.
needed that.
It was late in the game, so he probably was just like, they losing. You're not gonna call it.
They
It was about
definitely
that
not.
much.
It was close the whole way. So those are some of the worst losses where you just like right there. Where we never could. And this is y'all may view it a little differently, but I look at it as like where we never could get like to get to where it's one. Well, I think we got within one possession, but we never could tie it up or go ahead by one. Like we'd take 2 steps forward, then bam, they get a bucket. 1 step back. Boom, 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 boom. The next thing you know, man, at the free throw line every possession. He was killing us, man. He was killing us.
How we play better in playoffs?
Well, I mean, I guess that's how you want it to be. You know what I mean? You want to peak at the right time. But boy, it was tough sledding.
What part of the playoffs was that?
Where we finally lost.
Yeah.
That was regionals.
Yeah, that was
And see,
We
people,
was this close.
yeah, people sleep on the 4A route because you got a couple more stops you got to take. You know what I mean? You got districts, then you got regional area state, and if you lose one along the way, man, boy, you gotta play hella games just to get a chance to go back to the state. So we gotta go through the front door this year, gentlemen. We gotta do that.
Most definitely.
Yeah. But listen, man, I'm gonna turn y'all boys loose, man. It's 7 in the evening. Appreciate y'all coming and chopping up with your old coach. You know, I love y'all boys, man, and I got nothing but best wishes for you. We gonna, whatever this ride looks like this year, we're gonna be on it together. So y'all stay up, get some rest. 6 a.m.